It's Tech Lid with the latest news and rumors. The iPhone has just released the iPhone SE. Next in their adventure will be the iPhone 12. This is the flagship that Apple is going to release. I have always been sort of against the display resolution which Apple offers. In the last few years, their entry iPhone has less than 1080p resolution. In my opinion, this is just acceptable, as they've had resolution that has topped at 720p or a little over 720p. Apple is one of the elite and favorite of many in the food chain when it comes to smartphones. Now, with the iPhone 12, something is finally going to change. The standard edition of the iPhone 12 will come in at 5.4 inches. For many, this is a more than capable size. It is not ultra small, but it is a comfortable fit for some. For me personally, it's a bit on the small side, but I'm sure that many people won't have a problem with this smartphone. The big takeaway here is that OLED display. Finally, an iPhone that will have a 1080p display. I cannot stress enough just how big and huge this is. To some it may not be a big deal, but iPhone, you're coming in with a flagship. Flagship devices are supposed to be the best of the best. Yes, even display. That is one of the things that matter the most. I know many of you are wondering, is a 1080p display even that important? Well, apparently YouTube thinks that it is. Recently, the 720p display is no longer marked in the HD section. It's not considered to be HD anymore according to YouTube. Therefore, that quality of display isn't as good and superior as it once was. I mean, let's face it. We have all this 1080p display, we have 4K content. We have all types of things happening now. I mean, hell, we even have 8K, even though that isn't far advanced. So 720p really, it's just becoming normal these days. So big ups for Apple to finally joining modern times. I mean, it was just outdated for so many years while everyone had a 1080p display. Welcome to the modern times, Apple. One of the only negatives that I can see with the iPhone 12, the standard edition, will be that the screen will have a display that is 60 Hz. A 60 Hz refresh rate, one would assume, is pretty good because Apple will finally come with higher refresh rates on their higher end models. However, Apple will be lacking the competition just quite a bit. By the time that the iPhone 12 releases, it is believed that companies like OnePlus could have a mid-range phone with 90 Hz display refresh rate. Therefore, the refresh rate on the iPhone 12, it will already be outdated as soon as the phone comes out. So I guess Apple is kind of trading in a way. You finally get that 1080p display. Finally, it is long overdue. I mean, in the first place, I don't think Apple should have ever had 720p displays on their flagship devices. That was a big no-no. But into a positive light, they will finally have the 1080p display. But they will lack in the refresh rate. So it's kind of a pick and choose of what's gonna happen and what the consumer wants. But before we let you go, make sure you give a big thumbs up to the video, subscribe to the channel, any opinions, thoughts, down below in the comments section. Peace and love to the Tech Lid Legion.